Hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Let's get this hug in. There's so much. There's so much to talk about. There's so much stuff going on. It's not cute, not knowing, and now we're going to know. It's Janet Jackson and Maxwell dating. Okay, they were spotted together in London, holding hands, and you know what? They look good. They look good together. Could you imagine these two dating? Janet does. She likes them cute. I know Jermaine wasn't all that cute, but she basically goes for the cute. Maxwell down in Essence Fest can still move those knees. We're going to see what happens with this. I got to show y'all my Superman cape. I went to a screening of Superman last night. The new Superman opens in theaters on Friday. Look at this. I was like the kid, y'all. Look at my cape. This is my Superman cape. I love it. It's in theaters. David Cornsweet, the new Superman. Handsome, handsome, handsome. He's from Philly, y'all. But the movie opens in theaters, and it was good. Lots of action. Major changes have already started on Good Morning America 3. I knew something was wrong a few weeks ago when you weren't seeing Eva Pilgrim, you weren't seeing DeMarco Morgan. They took over after Amy and TJ, and a lot of changes over at ABC. Cost cutting, shows combining, and now the overhaul of Good Morning America 3. Eva Pilgrim has left the building. She's over at CBS, the new host of Inside Edition. DeMarco Morgan, they praised his performance, but looks like he has dropped out of the business altogether. I feel sad for him because it's been a rough year. He lost his mother early this year. But DeMarco Morgan has also exited the building. So who's working Good Morning America 3? Well, you've got a lot of the hosts from Good Morning America. Everybody from Laura Spencer, Sam Champion, Rachel Scott, Al Roker's wife. You've got Gio Benitez. You got Will Reeve. You've got all of them. Now, you're not going to see Michael Robin and George Stephanopoulos because they said they want more money if they have to contribute. Well, what they're going to do is a rotation of ABC Good Morning America anchors to fill in the show. Janae Norman, that I mentioned, Will Reeve, a whole gaggle. But Eva Pilgrim and DeMarco Morgan are no longer hosting Good Morning America 3. This is the week for another Tyler Perry Madea movie. Madea's Destination Wedding is going to be streaming starting on Friday on Netflix. Normally, you would see Tyler Perry doing press, but with all of the negative press coming out, I don't think he's going to do anything. In the latest incident, another actor from the Oval has come forward. This time, not against Tyler Perry, but a man who is like Tyler Perry's right hand. He's claiming he was assaulted. I'm sure Tyler doesn't want to be asked about this because there's one actor on the show suing him for $260 million. You know, Tyler be hitting the red carpet for his movies, but I think he's going to be low-key on this one. But Madea's Destination Wedding, it starts streaming on Netflix on Friday. The Whispers have released a statement on Walter Scott. Walter Scott of The Whispers passed away a couple of weeks ago at the age of 81. One of the founding members of The Whispers had been battling cancer for a while, and Scotty, his brother, LaBelle, and one of the band members, they have been carrying on. Well, The Whispers announced in a statement through their publicist they're going to keep doing shows. The Whispers are not going to start touring. They will be the nucleus. And of course, you have the Whispers Orchestra. But the Whispers will continue to do shows in the name of Walter Scott. Raphael Saadiq of Tony has announced that he's going to be embarking on a one-man show across the country and putting out a documentary on his group Tony, particularly their last tour before his brother, Dwayne, died. Gary Coleman. We brought this up last week that there's this documentary on the A&E network. At one point, Gary Coleman was the biggest child star. The show, Different Strokes. Life hadn't been kind. He suffered from that disorder where he had problems with his kidneys and his height was stunted. His parents stole money. So even though he's one of the biggest stars in the world, his parents had stolen his money. Towards the end of his life, he had to be a security guard at one of these Mart stores, and he had married this woman 2 years before he died. They got married in 2008, but broke up shortly thereafter, but they were still living together. Now, this is where the messiness comes in. Gary Coleman had some kind of mysterious fall that killed him. And a lot of people wonder what happened to Gary Coleman. Did he fall? Was he pushed? Well, the wife has decided, I'm going to take a lie detector test and prove to y'all I didn't kill my husband. They're going to show it on A&E Thursday night. That woman had failed the lie detector test. Now, you know, people been thought that his death was funny. She had something to do with it. She failed. She said that the test was wrong and that she didn't fail, but she pretty much failed the lie detector test. What did she do? To Gary Coleman? TSA gave us all great news as we go through the airports. You no longer have to take off your shoes. That was so annoying. That was such a pain. Now the TSA line should breeze through because you ain't got to take your damn shoes off. But that ruling came down today. That was some good news to hear. Sportscaster James Brown, he works with CBS, NFL Today. Will he be retiring soon? They're kind of expecting him to. And Nate Burleson, who co-hosts CBS Mornings with Gayle King, he will most likely be JB's replacement. Mary J. Blige. Is Mary tired of dancing? She's been touring a lot. I worry about Mary all the time. I just wish she could take a break. It's the ex-husband and the money or the taxes. She got to keep working. She's on tour in London and she got several dates. Well, Mary ain't been dancing. Y'all know Mary J. Blige does that Mary dance. Well, I guess she ain't feel like it. You know, you get a certain age, you're like, oh, I don't feel like all of this. She hasn't been dancing and people want their money back. Do you go for the dancing or do you go for the singing? Okay. Answer the question. Answer the question below. But she's probably tired. I wish she would just take a break. But all that moving, she's 54. I know menopause, if it's not here, it's knocking on the door and things have changed. Mary, take a break if you can. You know that we love you. A lot of mixed reports on Essence Fest. Stephanie Mills was one of the performers, and she wrote them an open letter about what they need to do. I think they realized that they had a lot of missteps, but boy, oh boy, did they have some great acts performing. What is the future for Essence Festival? Let's hope that a great institution like this, because it's been around forever, will not go away. That they'll fine tune it, get the bugs, ironed out, but that we hope that a show like Essence Festival doesn't go away. It's important for the culture, and I know the culture is changing. I went off on a spaz about this. They were complaining about the lineup this year, and the lineup was incredible. Jill Scott, Patty, Jasmine. Who else was on there? The Isley Brothers, Babyface, a slew of stars, including Stephanie Mills. Because I said a lot of these stars today can't sing. So you got a good package there. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I just got an update about Diddy. Let me put my glasses on. They're trying to move that date up, y'all, for the sentencing. They're not budging. A lot of people thought he was going to get a sentence moved up. It's going to be set for, he's going to learn his sentence October the 3rd. They said it's official. Wow. How much time do you think he'll get? He's going to remain in custody. He'll already be locked up for a year. And whatever time he gets, it'll be time served. That'll go towards the sentence. He faces a maximum of 20 years. He's not getting sentenced to the maximum. I'm thinking maybe 21 months, and he'll get sentenced, and he'll have to do like another year in jail, and they'll let him off. But for everybody telling me there's a date set for this week, no, there ain't. Diddy ain't getting out or get another court hearing until October the 3rd. Subscribe to the channel, and that way you won't miss anything. What do I love to say? It's not cute not knowing, and now we know. Can we also send out prayers to those going through it in Texas? Those floods, unbelievable damage and loss, over 100 people, so many still missing. Can we still keep these families and everybody, the rescue teams and everybody that's working overtime for this? Because they really need our prayers and prayers of comfort. Let me know what you heard about Essence. I hope an event like this does not go away. Also, do you think Gary Coleman's wife really did it? Janet and Maxwell, do they make a good couple? I know one thing, they look good. Leave your comments. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And of course, subscribe to the channel and you never miss anything. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.